Welcome back to the Daily House Ideas, design lovers. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're diving into one of my favorite topics, creating that magical Joanna Gaines inspired farmhouse Christmas look that makes everyone feel instantly at home. If you love cozy shiplap walls, vintage charm, and holiday decor that feels both elegant and effortless, you're in for such a treat. Before we transform your space into a winter wonderland, please hit that like button if farmhouse style makes your heart happy. And don't forget to subscribe for fresh design inspiration every week. Now, let's create some holiday magic together. Your farmhouse exterior sets the tone for the entire holiday experience, and Joanna's approach is all about understated elegance. Start with a classic neutral palette. Think crisp whites, warm creams, and natural wood tones. Add oversized evergreen wreaths with burlap ribbons to your front door, and incorporate galvanized metal planters filled with winter greenery. String warm white lights along your roofline and wrap them round porch columns for that magical glow. The key is layering textures. Combine smooth painted surfaces with weathered wood and metal accents to achieve that authentic farmhouse patina that says welcome home before guests even step inside. Your entryway is where holiday memories begin, so let's make it count. Install shiplap wainscoting painted in warm white. Then add hooks for coats using vintage-style iron hardware. Create a charming vignette with a distressed wood bench topped with cozy plaid cushions and a galvanized metal basket underneath for shoe storage. Mount an antique-inspired mirror above the bench and flank it with mini evergreen wreaths. Don't forget a vintage-style coat tree in the corner and a jute rug with holiday motifs. Add mason jar sconces filled with battery-operated fairy lights for that perfect farmhouse glow that welcomes everyone with instant holiday warmth. The living room is your holiday headquarters, where shiplap walls become the perfect backdrop for Christmas magic. Paint your shiplap in alabaster or pure white for that classic Joanna look. Then layer in holiday textures through throw pillows in buffalo plaid, cream cable knits, and burlap. Drape a vintage quilt over your sectional and add a reclaimed wood coffee table styled with mercury glass votives and fresh greenery. Create a stunning mantle display using galvanized buckets filled with evergreen branches, vintage books, and white ceramic houses. The secret is mixing high and low. Combine family heirlooms with affordable finds to create that collected over time feeling that makes farmhouse style so irresistibly cozy. Transform your dining space into a rustic Christmas feast setting that Joanna would absolutely adore. Start with a reclaimed wood farmhouse table as your foundation. Then layer on a burlap table runner adorned with fresh eucalyptus garland and white pillar candles in varying heights. Use white ironstone dishes mixed with vintage mason jars as water glasses, and incorporate natural elements like pinnacones and wooden chargers. Hang a vintage-inspired chandelier with Edison bulbs overhead, and style your sideboard with galvanized metal trays holding seasonal treats. The beauty lies in the imperfect perfection, slightly mismatched chairs, varied textures, and organic elements that create an inviting atmosphere where everyone feels like family around your holiday tea. Able. Your farmhouse kitchen becomes the heart of holiday entertaining with the right styling touches. Embrace open shelving to display white ironstone dishes mixed with vintage copper molds and mason jars filled with holiday treats. Style your refrigerator with a simple evergreen garland and burlap bow, keeping it understated and elegant. Add a vintage-inspired coffee station using a reclaimed wood tray, copper kettle, and mason jar storage for coffee beans. Hang dried herb bundles from pot racks, and display fresh greenery in galvanized metal pitchers on your island. The key is maintaining functionality while adding those special holiday touches that make cooking feel like a celebration rather than a chore. Your family room should feel like the ultimate holiday retreat, where movie nights and cozy conversations happen naturally. Position your sectional facing the flat screen TV, but soften the modern element with a reclaimed wood media console and vintage-style accessories. Layer the space with cable knit throw blankets in cream and gray, and add 4 pillows in buffalo plaid for extra seating. Create a holiday reading corner with a vintage leather chair, cozy throw, and basket filled with Christmas books. Install floating shelves to display holiday collectibles and family photos in mismatched vintage frames. The magic happens when technology blends seamlessly with farmhouse charm, creating a space that feels both current and timeless. Even your home office can embrace farmhouse Christmas charm while maintaining productivity. Choose a simple reclaimed wood desk paired with a vintage-inspired chair, and add a small galvanized metal container for pens and supplies. Style your desk with a mini evergreen arrangement in a mason jar, and include a vintage-style desk clock and small radio for ambient holiday music. Install Shiplap as an accent wall behind your desk, painted in soothing white to keep the space bright and focused. Add a bulletin board covered in burlap for holiday cards and inspiration, and include a cozy throw drape over your chair for those chilly morning work sessions. The goal is creating a space that inspires both productivity and holiday joy. Every farmhouse needs a dedicated reading nook that beckons you to slow down and savor the season. Create this magical spot with a comfortable vintage-style armchair upholstered in neutral linen, paired with a small reclaimed wood side table perfect for your coffee mug and current holiday read. Add a floor lamp with a linen shade for perfect reading light, and drape a chunky cable knit throw over the chair arm. Style the space with a basket filled with holiday books, a small evergreen arrangement, and maybe a vintage thermos for hot cocoa. Install floating shelves nearby to display your favorite Christmas literature and small holiday collectibles. This becomes your personal sanctuary for quiet reflection during the busy holiday season. Your master bedroom should feel like a peaceful retreat from holiday excitement. Install Shiplap as an accent wall behind your bed, painted in soft white or pale gray for a calming effect. Layer your bed with white or cream linens, adding texture, through a vintage quilt at the foot and buffalo plaid throw pillows. Style your nightstands with simple evergreen sprigs in mason jars and battery-operated candles for gentle lighting. Add a vintage-inspired bench at the foot of your bed, topped with a cozy throw and small galvanized bucket for storage. Keep holiday decorations minimal and elegant. Perhaps a small wreath on the wall or subtle greenery on your dresser. The key is maintaining serenity while acknowledging the season's joy. Make your guests feel truly welcomed with thoughtful farmhouse holiday touches throughout their space. Paint walls in warm white and add shiplap wainscoting for authentic farmhouse character. Dress the bed in crisp white linens with a vintage quilt and plaid accent pillows, creating that perfect grandmother's house comfort level. Provide a luggage rack made from reclaimed wood and metal, and include a vintage-style chair with a cozy throw for relaxation. Style the dresser with a small holiday arrangement in a galvanized pitcher, and leave a basket of local treats and holiday magazines. Add battery-operated string lights round a simple mirror for magical ambience. And don't forget extra blankets stored in a vintage wooden crate for ultimate comfort. Your farmhouse bathroom can embrace subtle holiday charm while maintaining its spa-like serenity. Install shiplap on the lower half of walls, painted in crisp white, and add a vintage-inspired mirror with weathered wood frame above your vessel sink. Style your vanity with a small evergreen arrangement in a mason jar, and white cotton towels with subtle holiday embroidery. Add a vintage wooden stool as both seating and storage, topped with a basket containing luxurious bath salts and holiday-scented soaps. In your shower area, include a reclaimed wood shelf for toiletries and hang eucalyptus from the shower head for natural aromatherapy. The goal is creating a peaceful retreat where you can refresh and recharge during the busy holiday season. Don't overlook your powder room when decorating for the holidays. It's the perfect place to make a big design impact in a small space. Install shiplap walls painted in warm white, and add a vintage-inspired pedestal sink with classic faucet fixtures. Hang a round mirror with weathered wood frame, and add a small floating shelf styled with a mason jar containing a single evergreen sprig. Include a vintage-style towel rack with cream hand towels, and place a small galvanized metal container with hand soap on the sink counter. Add a simple wreath on the door and battery-operated sconces for ambient lighting. Sometimes the smallest spaces create the most memorable impressions, and your powder room can become a delightful surprise for guests discovering your attention to detail. Your garage doesn't have to be forgotten during the holidays. It can embrace farmhouse style while maintaining maximum functionality. Install shiplap on one accent wall and paint it in classic white to brighten the space. Add reclaimed wood shelving units for organized storage of holiday decorations, using galvanized metal baskets and vintage wooden crates as containers. Include a potting bench area with galvanized metal buckets for storing outdoor decorations and tools. Hang string lights along the ceiling for better illumination and holiday ambience. Create a mudroom area with hooks for coats and a bench with basket storage underneath. The key is proving that even utilitarian spaces can embrace the farmhouse aesthetic while serving their practical purposes perfectly. Your front porch is the first glimpse guests have of your farmhouse Christmas style, so make it count. Range oversized galvanized metal planters filled with evergreen branches, red berry stems, and white birch logs for height and texture. Add vintage-style lanterns with battery-operated candles along the porch floor, and hang a large evergreen wreath with burlap ribbon on your front door. Include a vintage wooden bench or rocking chairs with plaid cushions and cozy throws for seating. Drape garland along porch railings, securing it with burlap boughs, and add string lights for magical evening ambience. The goal is creating an irresistible welcome that makes everyone excited to see what holiday magic awaits inside your farmhouse. Extend your holiday entertaining outdoors with a beautifully styled back patio that embraces farmhouse charm. Range outdoor furniture with weather-resistant cushions in buffalo plaid and neutral tones, adding cozy throw blankets for warmth. Create ambient lighting with string lights overhead and lanterns placed strategically around seating areas. Style outdoor dining tables with galvanized metal centerpieces filled with evergreen branches and battery-operated candles. Include a beverage station using a vintage galvanized tub filled with ice and seasonal drinks. Add outdoor rugs to define seating areas and provide warmth underfoot. Don't forget portable heating solutions like a fire pit or outdoor heaters to keep the space comfortable for winter gatherings. Your laundry room deserves farmhouse holiday love too. Install shiplap walls painted in fresh white to brighten the space. And add open shelving using reclaimed wood brackets for storing supplies in pretty mason jars and galvanized containers. Include a folding station using a reclaimed wood countertop, and style it with a small evergreen arrangement and vintage-inspired containers for detergent. Hang a simple wreath above your machines and add a vintage-style drying rack for delicate items. Include a basket for collecting items that need mending, and don't forget a comfortable rug to stand on while working. Even the most functional spaces can embrace holiday charm while maintaining their hard-working purpose. Bring farmhouse Christmas magic to your children's spaces with age-appropriate decorations that capture their wonder and excitement. Paint walls in soft white and add shiplap wainscoting that can withstand active play. Style beds with buffalo plaid comforters and cream cable knit-throughs, adding holiday pillows that can snuggle. Create a reading corner with a vintage-style chair sized for little ones, complete with holiday books and a soft throw. Add string lights around windows for magical ambience, and include a small Christmas tree that can help decorate with unbreakable ornaments. Storage becomes part of the decor with vintage wooden crates and galvanized buckets that hold ties while looking intentionally farmhouse. The key is balancing adult-style sensibilities with childhood magic and practicality. Don't let your basement family room miss out on farmhouse Christmas charm. Paint walls in warm white to maximize light, and add Shiplap accent walls to create visual interest and authentic farmhouse character. Range comfortable sectional seating with plenty of throw pillows in buffalo plaid and cable knit textures, perfect for movie nights and game playing. Style the space with vintage-inspired storage solutions like wooden crates and galvanized baskets that contain games, blankets, and holiday movies. Add string lights along the ceiling for ambient lighting, and include table lamps with linen shades for task lighting. Create a holiday game station with a vintage table and chairs, styled with a small evergreen centerpiece and basket of seasonal treats. Your mudroom works overtime during the holidays, so make it both beautiful and supremely functional with farmhouse style. Install floor-to-ceiling shiplap painted in durable white, and add individual cubbies for each family member using reclaimed wood dividers. Include hooks of varying heights for coats, scarves, and bags, choosing vintage-inspired iron hardware. Add a bench with storage underneath for shoes and boots, topping it with buffalo plaid cushions for comfort. Style the space with galvanized metal buckets for wet umbrellas and a vintage-style mirror for last-minute appearance checks. Include a small shelf for holiday gloves and hats, and don't forget a durable rug that can handle winter weather while adding farmhouse charm to this hard-working space. As we wrap up our farmhouse Christmas journey, remember that the true magic of Joanna Gaines-inspired style lies in creating spaces that feel authentically lived in and loved. The key elements we've explored: shiplap walls, galvanized metal accents, vintage textures, and natural materials work together to create that perfect balance of elegance and comfort. Don't feel pressured to achieve everything at once. Farmhouse style is about collecting pieces over time that tell your family's unique story. Start with one room and gradually build your collection of vintage finds, always choosing quality over quantity. Most importantly, create spaces where your family and friends feel welcomed and cherished, because that's what the holiday season is truly about. If this farmhouse Christmas tour inspired you to transform your own space, I'd absolutely love to hear about it in the comments below. Share your favorite tip or tell me which room you're most excited to tackle. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to embrace that cozy farmhouse holiday magic. And make sure you're subscribed to the Daily House ideas for fresh design inspiration every week. Until next time, keep creating spaces that make your heart happy and your home feel like the most wonderful place on earth. Happy decorating, design friends!